Sophia, you promised me you'd never leave me in this lifetime. Andrew's voice was filled with desperation as he suddenly grabbed my wrist, his grip tight and unyielding. Sophia, you can leave him. I'll wait for you for a month, and then we can start over. I'll give you everything: grand vacations, a perfect home, a lifetime of happiness. Trust me one last time, okay? His words spilled out like a torrent, his eyes pleading. Let go, Andrew, I said firmly, trying to pull away. But his grip only tightened as he dragged me closer to his car. I'm taking you home. We promised each other forever. How can you forget that? His agitation sent a wave of fear through me. I struggled harder, panic rising. Ethan, I shouted instinctively. Almost immediately, a shadow appeared in my periphery. A rush of wind passed by my ear, and Andrew's hand was ripped away from me. I stumbled backward, only to feel myself caught in a strong, steady embrace. You're okay, Ethan murmured, his chest heaving from exertion. His calm voice and warmth surrounded me, grounding my shaken nerves. Andrew, now on the ground, glared up at Ethan with fury and confusion. Who the hell are you? He spat. Ethan's arm wrapped protectively around my waist as he responded coolly. I'm her husband. His declaration sent a shiver through me, not of fear, but of comfort. I felt safe, shielded from the storm that was Andrew's desperation. Ethan's lips brushed my forehead, and in a low voice he said, I'm here. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Andrew staggered to his feet, his face pale but his determination unyielding. This isn't over, Sophia. You think marriage means something? I don't care. I still love you. I raised my hand, showing him the wedding ring that glinted on my finger. Andrew, this has to stop. I'm married. It's over. But it doesn't have to be. His voice cracked. We loved each other once. Doesn't that count for anything? Andrew lunged toward me again, his hands outstretched, but Ethan moved faster. He stepped in front of me, his presence like a shield, and whispered over his shoulder, Step back, Sophia. I don't want you to get hurt. Ethan, I started, but his icy glare froze my words. The fight was over almost as soon as it began. Ethan's punches were calculated and devastating. Despite Andrew's athletic build, he was no match for Ethan's precision and power. Within moments, Andrew was on the ground, clutching his side and groaning in pain. I quickly pulled out my phone, dialing for an ambulance. Ethan, that's enough. Let's not make this worse. Ethan's jaw clenched, but he stepped back, his fists lowering reluctantly. Fine, he said coldly, his eyes never leaving Andrew. Andrew, his pride and body battered, looked up at me with anguish. Sophia, he whispered, how could you do this to me? Andrew, this is on you, I said, my voice steady. You need to let go and move on. I turned to Ethan and held his hand tightly. Let's go. The ride home was quiet, the tension from the encounter still hanging in the air. When we arrived, I noticed a faint bruise forming on Ethan's jaw. Where's the first aid kit? I asked, already heading toward the kitchen. Ethan chuckled softly, following me. It's just a scratch. Sit, I ordered, pulling out the kit. He obeyed, sitting on the sofa with a slight smirk. As I dabbed antiseptic on his cut, a memory flashed through my mind. A young man with a bruised face, sitting on a park bench. You look familiar, I said, frowning. Ethan's smile widened. Do I? Have we met before? Senior year of high school, he said, his voice soft. You were walking home and some guys cornered you in that alley near the library. The memory hit me like a tidal wave. I had been terrified, surrounded by 3 strangers demanding my money. Just as things had started to escalate, a boy had appeared out of nowhere, fighting them off without hesitation. I had been so grateful I'd gone to a nearby pharmacy to buy supplies for his wounds, But before I could even ask his name, James had shown up, dragging me away. "That was you?" I whispered. Ethan nodded, his gaze unwavering. How did I not recognize you?" "It's been years," he said simply, "and I wasn't expecting you to remember, but I never forgot you." My heart clenched at his words, a mix of gratitude and something deeper welling up inside me. "Ethan," I began hesitantly, "you didn't marry me because of that, did you?" "No," he said firmly. Then, with a teasing grin, he added, "But it certainly didn't hurt my decision." I laughed, my nerves easing. Ethan had a way of making everything feel lighter, even after such a tense encounter. As the days passed, the incident with Andrew faded into the background. Ethan and I settled into a rhythm, each day bringing us closer together. Then, one afternoon, as I scrolled through social media, I stumbled upon news that sent a chill down my spine. Andrew had been hospitalized after a violent altercation. His fiancée, Victoria, had been arrested. The details were messy, but it seemed their relationship had imploded spectacularly. "Are you okay?" Ethan's voice pulled me out of my thoughts. I nodded slowly. "It's just Andrew. He's been through a lot. I hope this is a wake-up call for him." Ethan's arms wrapped around me from behind, his warmth a balm for my unease. "You're not responsible for him, Sophia. You've moved on, and so has he, in his own way." I leaned into him, grateful for his steadiness. Weeks later, Ethan surprised me with tickets to the Maldives for our honeymoon. As we lounged on a pristine beach, the sun setting in a blaze of gold and pink, I realized how far I had come from the chaos of my past. "Ethan," I said softly, "thank you for being patient with me." He looked at me, his eyes filled with warmth. "I'd wait a lifetime for you, Sophia." As I traced the outline of the wedding ring on his finger, I felt a surge of gratitude. Life had thrown its challenges at me, but in Ethan, I had found not just a partner, but a sanctuary. The waves lapped at the shore, the world around us fading into a gentle hum. "Promise me one thing," I whispered. "Anything. No matter what, we'll always fight for each other." Ethan's smile was steady and sure. "Always." Did Sophia's journey of love, courage, and resilience resonate with you? Don't let toxic relationships hold you back. Find your voice and surround yourself with those who lift you higher. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt tales of empowerment and transformation. What would you do in Sophia's shoes? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.